Happy Friday to all of you magical mamas. Welcome to Magical Mothering Motivation each weekday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here in the Magical Mothering Facebook group. So welcome to each of you, and thank you for being a part of this space and this sacred community and tribe that is growing, and it just feels so yummy to be able to connect with each of you in the mornings. So just going to throw this out there, if there's anything or a topic or any question that you have that you would like me to do a Facebook Live about, or if you'd like me, throw a situation out there and you'd like for me to kind of give some insight or some different perspective, please let me know. Hello, Courtney. Hello, good morning. Good morning, Krista. Thank you for being here live. So today is Fun Friday. What was fun for you this week? What are you feeling grateful for? Please share you're here, you made it, yay! So what are you grateful for? What was really fun? What was really exciting this week? Let's get into that bliss so that we can connect with those feelings of gratitude and joy and fun and play, which play is one of the daily pillars, right? So what are we doing to encourage ourselves to play and be in that space? And I think Fridays are a beautiful reminder of this. And I just, literally this second had kind of an epiphany of, wow, what if there was 7 pillars of the day and you really focused on them each week? New things are brewing. I'm really excited, and I'm creating a bunch of new content for the Discover Your Rhythm 3-month journey, and I want it to be really fresh and new. And I know that there are quite a few moms in this group who came from Waldorf circles, so I really want us to become more inspired through our rhythm and with this opportunity. So share, type in real fast. What was something fun? What was something that you're grateful for? What was an insight or an aha that you were able to discover this week? I know that through this week, I get to kind of give you my insights and ahas each day. So now I want to hear from you on Fridays, because I chat with you and talk at you all week. Now I want you to talk at me and share with me what awesomeness you get to share. So, Courtney, I am grateful I get to hear baby number 3's heartbeat, as this pregnancy seems like a dream so far. Congratulations, and so exciting. Babies are so much to be grateful for. I love it. Love. That is an amazing gratitude. And to just, I always loved hearing the heartbeat, because it's such like a reality check, right? Where you go, oh, it's real, and they're really in there, and they're really gonna be here soon. Good morning, Andrea. You decided to homeschool this year. Oh, that's so exciting. I've been going back and forth if I'm making the right decision, and I'm so excited. That is so exciting. So if I'm not sure if you're looking for any advice, but if you are, I know one of the biggest things is to let go of the control. Let go of all the planning. Yes, there is planning involved, but it's so easy to get so wrapped up in that. In fact, I actually took all last year off. My kids are pretty little, but this is where unschooling really helps to kind of de-school, especially if they're going from school to homeschooling, is to kind of de-school a little bit and figure out how can I really play with this and how can I make it fun. So yeah, Krista, I'm thankful for realizing doing a Facebook page will not be that difficult, and it is coming together. Yay! Also realizing I can take quick voice notes throughout the day. Yes! And create them into a post at night. Yes! That is exactly what I actually did when I was on my... There's like this little bug, sorry. And that's exactly what I was able to do during the vacation. And I would encourage anybody who writes blog posts or is really just has a lot of downloads coming through, or if you journal and you go, oh, this topic came up. oh, good morning, Linda. This topic came up. Go into your notes section of your phone and, sorry, there's these little bugs. Go into the notes section of your phone and just voice record it right next to like the space bar. Press the voice and talk into it. This will save you so much time. Oh, thank you, Linda. So Linda, shout out what you're grateful for and what you're fun. I know I'm like, you're back in the world. Linda had just quite a few months ago launched an amazing program, and she's been really focusing on her tribe. So it's fun to see you on here. So share what you're grateful for, what was awesome, what was fun. I know you've got some really fun, amazing things that you're doing right now. So, but do the voice recording, and whenever you get an insight or a thought, just press that voice record button and talk into it. And that way it captures it. You don't have to sit there and like be on your phone, and it really helps when you go to write or journal or blog, even if you're not in a business setting. I think all moms, so that we can get things off the top of our head and be present and be in the moment, if we allow ourselves to take notes or to just jot them down, then we're not ruminating, right? I mean, so often, I even do this, or like, oh wow, I realize I need to heal that. I need a bath night, and I'm going to focus on that topic in my bath night to really dive deeper. And instead of trying to remember that, I just throw it in my notes in my phone, or make a little jot or reminder, or set it in the calendar, and then set it and forget it. That way you're clearing up headspace. So, Linda, you had 7 weeks without kids. That's so, wow. You had time and space. No wonder you were on the boat having so much. Her boyfriend made an amazing boat that they've been sailing around on, and they all come home today. So fun, so amazing. Such good things. I'm really gonna love this, and I'm already loving it, this Fun Friday ritual. I feel like if we are able to create these rituals, and even creating rituals within the Facebook Lives, you know, with the themes and with the focus and the intention, if we're able to create these rituals in our lives, that we have these things that connect us, right? And so if you've just joined in, please share what you are grateful for. What has been fun? What has been an insight? What has been an aha for you over this past week? And share with us. So today, Fun Friday is all about you sharing with me so that I can connect deeper with you. I get to spew and talk at you the rest of the week. So it's really fun to be connected and to hear from each of you, and really creating this connection. I know the virtual space, we can get so lost and distracted in this space, in the Facebook land. And I really want this group, this time, to be able to come into this space and get the connection, and to really feel like you're heard and listened to. And I want this space to be that. And I had said earlier on Monday that I actually changed the Facebook group. So this group is really about sharing our healing journeys. What insights are you getting? What ahas are you getting? Because if we can share those with everybody else, all the other women that are in this Facebook group, imagine how much faster we can actually create transformation and change when we're constantly hearing about the insights and ahas and awarenesses from all the other women in the group. I mean, we're just going to skyrocket into transformation, right? Because we're not going to be able to help it. We're going to have new perspectives. We're going to have new ideas, and they are going to create magical shifts in our lives. So another one this week has been all about lowering expectations. I love that one. That's like, yahoo, yahoo. So, because expectations are so what everybody in the world shares, and they're, have realistic expectations. No, throw your freaking expectations out the wall. You know, throw them away, because you can't live a magical life expecting things to happen. It's like create dreams, create magic, and then live, right? And then, or not just trying to please people in the world. I love that, Andrea. I love, love, love that. Especially as moms, right? We have every excuse. We talked about excuses yesterday in the Facebook Live. Realizing that the excuses that we come up with, like, I'm a mom, so I have to please everybody else before my needs come first. Phooey! Ugh. That's how we get angry moms. That's how we turn into, you know, as you know, on Monday, or, you know, I had my wig out day. And when we allow ourselves to really go in and stop thinking about everybody else's needs for one moment, it can really create amazing transformation with us, where we're giving out of the overflow then, and not just from this space of, oh, I have to, I should. Ugh. We don't want to live there as a mom. We want to live inspired and passionate, and even if we're cooking or baking, we want to live in that space as breathing in. So, Lonice, hello, Lonice. Good morning. Aha for me, that fear and excitement are parallel. Yes, right? We talked the other day or yesterday about there's this coin, that they're the same coin, with fear being on one side and excitement being on the other. And we can just flip that, and you feel them in the same place in your stomach. You feel them in the same place of that, like, fear. And then if you realize that, like, oh, that's the same feeling that I get when I'm really excited, and switching that, I realized that I have allowed it to be fear, and I felt no excitement about anything. Wow. It put me in a box for a long time. I'm working on being excited about life instead. That just gave me goosebumps. It's so powerful. That is so incredibly powerful. And I just had the thought of, you know, so many moms and women, because we're full-time moms and we don't make our own money, we get really fearful about investing. And even with it being with the Discover Your Rhythm 3-month journey coming up, I have a lot of women who are like, I just can't ask my husband to help support me in this right now, because we have so many other things going on. And so really, when you're having that conversation with your partner, if you don't make all the money, to turn that fear of not feeling like you could ever get it, and turning that into excitement. And you know what? Your partner's going to feel that excitement from you. They're not going to feel that fear from you. They're going to see, wow, she's really excited and passionate and wanting this. How can I support her? Right? And that is going to actually be part of the bonus class that we're going to be doing in the Discover Your Rhythm program, all about expressing ourselves so that we're not met with conflict with our family or our partners, in creating transformation and creating a rhythm in our lives, or implementing a meal plan, right? I know a lot of, my partner included, had a big kind of like a meal plan. I don't want to eat the same thing every week, but now he sees that I'm much less crazy and I can go shopping and know exactly what he's walking by. That's why I'm staring. And knowing that when we have that excitement and that joy within us, we can express ourselves and be understood. When we're expressing ourselves from a place of fear, or not feeling like it's, you know, we're worthy of it, or realizing that, maybe, you know, what if it doesn't work? Well, what if it does work? What if you do have more time, freedom? What if you find your soul's calling, all by discovering and living your unique rhythm? What happens then? What happens then is you have no more excuses, and you might have to do Facebook Lives and, you know, and live. And I think we're so, Lonice, I'm just so honored and grateful that you put this out there, that because it's so important to really shift that idea from excited or from fear to excitement. And when we get out of that fear and jump into the excitement, we're ready to actually live life. You were saying that you put yourself in a box, and I think we all do this. I've done this before, and I lived in the fear box, and everything outside of it was so scary, uncomfortable, and I just couldn't even imagine getting to a place there, right? Because it felt was like, well, what happens if I am successful? Then I won't have time for my kids and my marriage might fall apart. And it's like, what? Why do we even go to those places? What if instead we just went, I'm open to these possibilities and I know my life is going to be magical. So, Krista, husband actually had his own dream at night about helping me out with my business and us both doing it full time without normal day jobs. I was like, what? Yeah, that is huge. When you step, and you've really stepped out of the fear, right? I mean, Krista, you have stepped out of the fear and really gone, this is what I'm doing. And for your husband to like be pulled into that excitement and that dream and that, wow, this is really possible energy is amazing. And that's what happens, right? I mean, so often, like I want my business to generate enough income for my family so that my husband can actually pursue what he's passionate about. That is really the goal of what I'm doing, is to create a magical life, not just for me and my kids, but, you know, for the whole family. And I think when we discover a rhythm, we discover our rhythm. And once we get into our rhythm and our flow, then we're able to help everybody else around us find their own rhythm. Our children sleep better. Our children are happier. Our husbands are happier. You know, there's this flow that happens that, as you know, when you change and transform and grow, it automatically shifts your perspective so you see everybody else around you changing and shifting and growing. Whether they are or not, your perception actually changes. Because that's all this world is anyway, is just our perception. So a lot of the Discover Your Rhythm is going to be mindset aspects of really shifting the way that we think about life so that it can be more, so it can be more exciting, more loving, more joyful in a way that gets us pumped up. So this has been awesome. I love you guys sharing. I love hearing from you and your awesomeness that's going on, the insights and the ahas. And I'm just feeling every day a little bit more excited. And I really wanted to start the Discover Your Rhythm program today, but I realized that I was pushing and I was rushing and I was actually not in alignment. And when I'm not in alignment and I try to push forward and get something started before everybody else or the universe is ready, then it just doesn't work, right? Have you ever noticed that when you really push forward and you're like trying to make things work, it doesn't? Lonice, yes, just shifting the mindset has been an incredible boost of confidence and confirmation. I bet. I mean, just being excited, that's huge. And so I want to share just a little story with you, and then please keep commenting and letting me know what's going on in your life. But I'm going to share this just as an insight as to pushing versus being in the flow and really finding that beautiful grace. So I really wanted to start the Forest Garden Circle again, which is the physical kind of aspect of magical mothering. It's like a homeschool wilderness school, and I was getting ready to actually apply to be accepted by all the charter schools up here. And then we went and saw the herbalist for my son. My son has some kidney issues, and we've been seeing an herbalist, and he's healing amazingly. But she goes, he cannot get sick this fall and winter. And I went, oh, I can't start forest school. And it's like I had been pushing. I had been calling the insurance lady, trying to get business insurance every day, and she wasn't calling me back. And I'd been trying to push for this and push for that, and trying to really get it going, and trying and pushing And when we're trying and pushing, we are not in the magic. And so finally, when she said that, I went, oh, thank you. Thank you for making it so difficult for me that I had to put it on the back burner for a moment. The trash man is driving by, so sorry if it's a little loud. It looks like he's just dropping some stuff off. So, but as I heard this and I went, oh my God, thank you. Thank you for this insight that because I was pushing and trying to make it work, just like I was doing trying to get the Discover Your Rhythm program to start this Friday instead of next Friday, which I had originally had the idea of starting it the third week of August. And I went, you know, I'm just so grateful that things didn't work out, so I didn't have to cancel them, right? So follow your intuition, follow that voice within. And when things feel like they're pushing or when you're trying really hard, that's when there's something out of alignment. So if you have any last things, or if you just joined in and you want to share your ahas, your insights, your gratitude, your fun that you had this past week, please do. So just know that when we are experiencing, because often when we experience fun, we also, or when we're not experiencing fun, it's because we're focusing on trying and pushing and not being in the flow. So looking back on the week and really saying, where was it easy? Let's focus more on those places. And that, as you know, I got to have a conversation with my husband this week of going, you know, I ended up freaking out on Monday and yelling and being really overwhelmed coming back from our 2-week vacation, and I realized that play wasn't the focus of my day. So I now work right when I wake up. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning and work until right after this Facebook Live, and I get 4 hours in of work, and then I play, and I'm with and being, and I turn my Facebook off after my Facebook Live, and I'm with my kids for that whole time, and then when they go to bed is when I can work again and I can turn my work mind on. And in the meantime, yes, I use my notes section, right, Krista? You use your notes section and you jot down any insights or things that are going on so you can really just get home, be creative, and write and create. So thank you for being such a beautiful part of my journey. And I really want you to know how honored I am that each and every one of you, when I see your names, I connect with you, and I am filled with such joy that you take the time to be with me in this journey and on this magical path that we're on. So, being Friday, I won't get to see you for 2 days. So, Lonice, and I have to mention how powerful it is feeling this shift, not only within myself, but with you ladies together. Yes, I keep getting so filled with gratitude that I almost burst into tears. I know, right? I am just, as this group, and that's, I think, the biggest thing that is so powerful about this Friday aspect is, as each of you participate and share yourselves, share your joys, share your insights, share your ahas within the group, as this group becomes more active with all the individual women that are so incredibly magical, there is a power and a growth that happens, right? As there's more interaction, and as women are posting, and on Friday, please feel free to post your magical businesses, your blog posts, if you have freebies that you want to get out, if you're doing webinars. This is a perfectly safe space to get started and to share these aspects, so that you can get feedback. And especially if you're saying, you know, I'm just starting out my business, please check it out, give me feedback, let me know what you're interested in. I like to keep them just on Fridays. That way this doesn't become a business Facebook page, but it's really about healing and insight. But I feel like our businesses and our purposes and our passions are as much, if not, they are a lot of times our healing journey. So know that this is a safe space for that. If they're not on Fridays, I will delete it and send you a message of, hey, just make sure to repost on Friday. That way we can kind of keep the rest of the week open for posts about healing and insights and ahas and continue this growth process. So happy magical weekend to all of you, and take this fun Friday and really, what are you going to do for fun today? If you want to throw that out there real fast, what are you doing for fun? I actually get to go pick elderberries an entire month early. I was telling you, right, that I said at the beginning of the week that we went walking and the acorns are dropping their acorns a month early. Well, so are the elder trees. The elderberries are completely ready an entire month early. And I'm going, what? Whoa! Guess I better make my elderberry syrup. I have it in my calendar that I make it mid-September every year. And yet we're in mid-August, and I'm going to be making it now. I know, right? Elderberry syrup! Yay! So I think the kids and I are going to read the Elder Fairy, Herb Fairy book, and which is awesome. So we're going to read the Herb Fairy book, and then we will go and pick elderberries and then make elderberry syrup all weekend. So it should be a wonderful time. As I'm checking out of here, make sure to write down what you get to do for fun today or this weekend, and keep that playfulness, that play and that excitement going, because it is so yummy and it is so juicy, and it just fills the world with play and excitement. So peace and blessings to each and every one of you, and thank you for being here with me and joining in. Love to all of you, and I will see you on Monday.